Hey, what's up, turtles? It's Krik here with Black Owl Outdoors. Today I'm going to be doing a video showing something new I just recently got into only about 3 days ago, and that's using the primitive weapon, the Rock Sling. Here's one I made just out of paracord and a piece of scrap leather I have. And the Rock Sling has been around for thousands and thousands of years. No one knows exactly how long, just because being preserved in the archaeological record, being made of organic material, is not going to last. But nonetheless, it's a very old technology. And basically what it's used for is just to sling a projectile. Sidearm motion, as I'm going to show in the video. It's been used to sling a projectile, used for hunting, used for as in combat as a war instrument. I believe it was even used in one of the old world wars to throw grenades over lines, over enemy lines. But nonetheless, the key elements of the Rock Sling are actually the pouch or bucket, if you will, and which is this piece of leather I have, which is made out of just some scrap leather I had, probably, I don't know, upholstery or something, maybe some fashion fabric. But nonetheless, it's a piece of leather I have right now. I punched 2 holes in it and put some paracord through it. Now, I'm not sure if a single hole on each side will be more effective or more accurate, more sensitive to the sling as opposed to 2. I'm not sure. I haven't really found too much information on this, but nonetheless, I have 2 holes punched in it and sort of like a cow hitch almost through the holes, and then a bow line to secure this. And it's 2 pieces of cordage or string. I'm using paracord for this, obviously, just because I love paracord, many uses nonetheless, and it's a cool color combination. I think it looks pretty cool. But on one end of one of the strings is a loop, and I have actually a hangman's noose to make this sort of cinching on my finger, and it's attached to my ring finger. I've seen some people put this on their thumb, but I have been practicing with it on my ring finger. And then the second piece of string or cordage, I just put like a bunch, some wraps just to create a bunch in here for me to hold on to. And this goes between the thumb and my index finger. And in the motion as I sling, this gets released at the point I want to let the rock go, while this part still stays attached to my hand. One of the rocks I'm going to use, I'll show. This is an example of a rock I'm going to be using just for practicing and testing. Some of my techniques for slinging. This is really not ideal. This is angular. It's not circle. The most, I guess, efficient projectile you can throw with this is going to be something that's completely spherical. And something like that's going to come from obviously a waterway that's been eroded by water, but I've just been picking up these ones. As long as they're, a general, you understand what I'm trying to say about a sphere. Weight definitely is affected with this as well, because if it's too light, it's not going to sit with enough weight in the sling as I'm going through the motion. This isn't going to be pulled with tension, which is important to keep this at tension, so you're going to get all the forces that you want to increase your mechanical advantage. But like I said, so this needs to be weighted, and you'll figure that out if you start doing this. What's too light? You'll feel it right away when you do this a couple times. But nonetheless, this is what I'm going to be using. Pretty much all of these sizes and roughly this shape as well. So I'm going to start close to a target I have picked out. Like I said, I've been doing this for 3 days. Use caution when you're doing this, because when I first started doing this, rocks were going every direction, beside me, below me, behind me. But after about a day, after about 5, 10, 15 swings, I sort of got the general idea of where I need to release to make this somewhat accurate. But without further ado, let's start slanging some rocks. So you can see this big rusted, looks like some sort of drainage pipe, maybe like a foot in diameter. It's about maybe 10, 12 feet long. I'm going to try to hit that now, so if I hit it, you're going to hear it. Like I said, I'm not that accurate with this, and this is kind of a small target. I've seen people throwing at much larger targets, but let's try it. Let's give it a whirl. Rock me. I'm going to do the sidearm motion. I've seen other ones, underhand and overhand, but for me, just starting, whoops, this is definitely the most natural, most comfortable. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to use the power of intention, figure out in my brain what I want to happen, and hope my body follows suit. Right above it. Not too bad for a first throw. Rock me. Way short. Go ahead. Reload. I don't know if you can hear that noise, that whipping noise that it's making. That's all the angles on the rock not being round. I'm gonna stay at this distance so I hit it a couple of times in a row if I can, and then maybe I'll be able to move back today. Holy crap, that ricochet. I don't know if you can see that or maybe hear it going through the woods. That's what I was saying about make sure you practice extreme caution when doing this, depending where you're throwing, anything that's off in the distance. I've launched a rock probably 300 feet with this, a larger rock, in a safe place. Well, maybe it wasn't entirely safe. You can really throw things far with this. I played baseball my whole life, and Stony did as well. And when we first were talking about doing this, shooting a video, we were sort of apprehensive, like, no, I can throw a rock farther than that. I don't need this, but not true. Not true. This thing really allows you to throw projectile really far. Inaccurate. Reload. Ooh, right above it. Felt that one. That one felt good. And I'm really not putting all my force into this right now. I'm trying to be accurate. I can only imagine if I get accurate how much force I can put behind this. Potentially very deadly weapon. If any of you are watching this and can see any way I can improve my form, please don't hesitate to leave a comment. Let me know. Try to split those uprights of that mullen. Oh! That camera, did you pick it up on camera? Like I said. So some of the angular pieces I believe are getting caught in here, and I'm not really getting a clean release with these rocks. And you saw what happens. Maybe you didn't, but either way, that one was not close. There. Let off the gas a little bit. Trying to get accurate. Reload. All around it, just can't hit it. While I was picking up these pocket full rocks earlier off camera, heard an owl hooting during the day. Black owl during the day. All right, this one's money. Nope, just kidding. Try a couple more. That was a little bit cleaner. A little bit cleaner form, felt a little bit better, but still off my target. Mad respect for anyone who can hit anything at a distance and a small target. Mad respect. These rocks are just, it's the rock's fault, it's not mine. All right, I'm gonna let one loose. Maybe I'm tiptoeing around it a little bit, but more force into it. That was pretty close. Went right over the target, but man, that thing was moving. Try it again. I'm just having fun. Huh?
Throw one more, throw another rock or whatever, and then just fucking,
Yeah.
and then we'll just come up to the camera.
Yeah. All right. Oh. I want to do one more.
Actually, if you want, you just stay out there.
Yeah.
You don't have to come
Like I said, I've only been practicing about 3 days with this and not this long at a target. Never had the opportunity yet until I got out here in the woods. I'm learning a lot about my throw technique. To me, I feel I'm getting more accurate. Obviously, I haven't really hit the target but once. But it feels good. Got any rocks on your stony? All right, I'm gonna end on a hit, so bear with me. This will probably be edited to a reload. Mind overload. Get a bird. All right, now I'm just getting tired of having fun. There was one more over here. This will be my last one. Cross your fingers for me on the other side of TV world, internet world. Well, you get the general idea. I don't know, it was about 20 times, and the target's not that big, it's long. I feel like should have had maybe something a little bit bigger for it to make it a little bit easier for myself and to give you something to hear if I hit it. But nonetheless, this is fun. I'm gonna keep practicing this. You know, this is so small, the stuff in your bag, in your pocket. Literally, you can take it anywhere with you, and I'm sure the opportunity to come up to sling some rocks probably be, a lot since I'm out in the woods all the time. But like I said, if you have any questions about this or any advice you could give me if you've been slanging rocks for a while, let me know. Gonna keep practicing, might mess around with the pouch design, a single, sort of anchor point with the strings, see if that messes with anything, and maybe a little bit more pliable leather as for the pouch. But thanks for watching. This is Krik signing out with Black Outdoors. Later, turtles.